The Joy of Jazz is held in Johannesburg each year and showcases 35 performances on 4 stages in 3 days. The Jazz Festival presents a diverse range of jazz styles inclusive of the giants of jazz, inspirational and upcoming young artists. There is something for everyone on the lineup every year, this year not being any different. Now, to tell us more about what we can look forward to this year, we're joined in studio by Head of Marketing and Strategy of the Joy of Jazz, Zikie Molusi. Zikie, good morning. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning and thanks for having us, ma'am.
Last year, it was only local artists. It was literally just after lockdown and the festival had then tried to give back to local artists. How did that go? Look,
that transition for us went quite well. And particularly because we wanted also to make sure that top of the mind, people don't forget about our event. But key for us was this public-private partnership that we have with government in ensuring that, we continue to empower our local artists, as you've mentioned. And I think through the support and the assistance of the Department of Arts and Culture, we really focused on making sure that we give our artists an opportunity to earn a living, showcase their talent, and again, reconnect, with the communities. Key again for that was that you would understand that mentally and otherwise, the country was going through a very bad patch. And if you understand what music does, to the soul, and well-being of individuals, I think we kind of, believe that we did play a role in just making sure that we also contribute towards uplifting the mood, of the country.
What was the response from music lovers, attendance-wise?
Excellent. I mean, for us, the Standard Bank Joy of Jazz exists, with or, without a specific category of artists. I think, 24 years now, this year that we are celebrating, you really understand that the brand has done well in terms of entrenching and establishing itself. So, what we offer, to the patrons, it's really something that makes them, to come out, So, we don't concentrate much in terms of artists that we put up, on the lineup, but it's basically what the event has got to offer. Understanding that the hosting of these spectacular events is really not only about entertaining people. There is an indelible role that we play in as far as partnering government and other institutions in terms of playing a role. National unity, very important if you understand where our country comes from. Social cohesion. I mean, the times that we live in, you'd understand that the polarized society that we have, it's important that sports, including, music, arts and culture, plays, its important role. So I think the festival, you can really place it amongst one of those, activities within society that will continue to make sure that we build a better South Africa that we are yearning for.
Yeah, let's talk about this year's lineup. Who's on the lineup? I was just saying to now, hope for people that love Robert Glasper, we hope he's not on the same night as Zonke Dikana, for instance, because that would just, would be so unfair for any music lover.
Yeah. Well, look, curating, a festival of this nature is just not easy. But I think over time, we've come to master, and it's also through the different stakeholders that we involve by ensuring that whoever that we put up, for our audiences, it's somebody, or people that have got a great appeal. Now, when you look at the international artists, for example, we believe that, you want to have those people being exposed to majority of South Africans because, given the current exchange rate, it's not many of us that are able to travel overseas and experience some of these musicians. So it is for that reason, firstly, that you would find that international artists will have them for 2 days, in the different, stages. So Andreas Vollenweider, Robert Glasper, as, the two key highlights, that I can talk about. But I think what really makes me excited is some of the projects, that we are curating. Who would have thought that you can have Inkabi Zezwe, both Java and Big Zulu,
and a joy of jazz for that matter,
and in a reframed, manner, which is really what is exciting me. Something Soweto, for example, when you look at the young and up and coming artists, and I can't, wait to see Simpiwe Dana giving us, one of best, performances. So the mixture is nicely integrated. As you'd know, the festival caters for both young and old, and for those that have never had an opportunity to experience what the Standard Bank Joy of Jazz is. This is their opportunity to come back. And I think, again, understanding that what the event does in terms of boosting the economy, boosting travel and tourism, I would also want to make an appeal to those that are outside of Gauteng and Johannesburg. Don't see the festival as a Gauteng or Joburg-based, festival only. It is also an opportunity to kind of attract you guys, to come through and experience, the festival.
And the different stages, you still have the different stages?
We'll always have that. I think, the mix of that is really what excites people. Just the fact that at a given point in time, you'll have two artists that you favor performing at the same stage. And, that madness of traveling up and down through the different levels of the Sandton Convention Center is really what creates an excitement. And I think for those that have traveled internationally, this kind of also makes us believe that South Africa competes amongst the best. Because I think if you have been to the North Sea Jazz Festival, you kind of, feel that, what the Standard Bank Joy of Jazz offers, it's something that you can find, anywhere in the world.
Now, your theme is Feel the Jazz Everywhere. Tell us about the significance of that.
Yeah, Feel the Jazz Everywhere is inspired by this notion to make sure that we continue inculcating into people that whilst we've gone through a bad patch, because of the pandemic, that process of, recovering, from that, can really be enlightened, like I'm saying, through music. And I think if you understand what jazz, as a genre, does to the mind and to the soul of individuals, it really is about upliftment. So, and this jazz, you're feeling it everywhere. It's because through our activations that, we will be doing with our partners and stakeholders, we really want to spread throughout the 5 districts, of Gauteng, in terms of the different things that we would be doing from a marketing, communications and PR point of view, the messages that, we will be delivering out there. It's messages just to make sure that we attract more and more people to come, and watch the festival.
All right. Zikie, thank you so much for coming through. Good luck with the festival going forward. Zikie Molusi, Head of Marketing and Strategy at Joy of Jazz Festival, sharing some insight on what's in store for jazz lovers at the 24th edition of the festival.